Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I can never avoid someone getting angry at me or going after me over the stupidest reasons. Or they just hold a huge grudge against me over the past and they can never let it go, to where they either try to fuck with me or are just spreading misinformation about me. Or it's people I had a fallout with that come back and they hear about me and try to start shit or can't get over everything that happened years ago. Or they just want to be friends with me, but if I refuse, then it's just going to turn into a conflict. So yeah, I'm going to say that I have a lot of enemies from my past that either came back or try to start this never-ending crusade against me to have me removed from everything. Or when I meet new people, it just turns into a bad situation when I find out something. When I started YouTube years ago, I always had this thought that I'm gonna end up having some problems or drama with people, or someone who doesn't like my channel or the things I do and they just want to try and get me removed. Or if I end up starting something by calling people out, miscommunications, or something from the past. I'm not gonna lie, I can't escape these conflicts that start up or someone drags me into those conflicts. So I knew the minute that I got into social media for the first time, I fucking knew that I was gonna end up having people not like me and want me gone. And there was a lot of bad things that happened as I was growing this channel, but I won't go over all of them, just like 2 of them. So this started several years ago, and I was still in the LVP community, and it was way before all those major events, such as the servers getting hacked and shut down on all the LVP servers, both on PS3 and PS4. I was uploading a lot on my channel, like either daily or just 2 days, and I was just filming a lot of Little Big Planet and other games. So I was on the grind to get 1K subs, which I'm glad I did get to that, because I was either at, I don't know, 300 or 500, I don't remember the exact number I was at. I met this guy who was also a Little Big Planet YouTuber just randomly. I don't know if he sent me a friend request on PlayStation or I just joined them through the dive-in feature, where I usually just join random players. And so I think I did add him as a friend, but I barely spoke to him or anyone else at the time, and he really seemed like a chill guy. But then we go on a certain day, I don't remember what day it was that this happened, but it had something to do with another friend saying something on Twitter. So it was just a normal day, and I think I either uploaded a video on that day or said something, but I know it had something to do with Little Big Planet and he commented on it. But then one of my friends replied to the YouTuber, and I will call this YouTuber Mr. Doug. My friend replied saying, "Hey, don't be a hypocrite. You are copying levels and republishing them." And when I was scrolling through the replies and saw that, I had accidentally misclicked and liked the reply, and I didn't know that I did that, because sometimes when I misclick something, I don't notice it until the last minute or when someone tells me. And that's what Mr. Doug did, but not in a way you think. So I was playing a game, just chilling, and I get a message on Twitter from Mr. Doug, and I go to look at it, and it was like an angry type of message where he basically said I'm a piece of shit for liking that tweet and then blocked me on everything. I tried to say it was a misclick and I apologize for that, but this man was so fucking mad about it that he just didn't accept my apology. So I'm sitting here just wondering what I did, but at the same time I was angry at Mr. Doug. What was the point of getting mad over something that wasn't even that serious? You could have asked me, "Hey, why did you like that?" And then I would have explained everything and this whole misunderstanding could have been avoided. But it didn't end there. So it's been like a few months or weeks, I don't know, but I remember that I was talking to a friend on Discord and we were just talking, and we ended up mentioning Mr. Doug, to where I learned he copied levels and did some other shit. And I'm gonna tell you this, but back then when the servers were still up, I was one of those 50% of people that would get so butthurt about people stealing content and reposting it as theirs. But nowadays, I'm not like very strict of who uses my characters. Like, if you are wondering why I make most models on Dreams public instead of making them for personal use, it's because I made those public for anyone on Dreams to use in their creations, because I don't want to be a strict prick and just getting angry at people for using my characters in their game or animations. I really didn't care what you did with them. But back to the story. So, like I said, I was one of those 50% of people that got so angry about people copying levels, and I had this idea. And you're gonna question me about this since this was very petty of me to do. I decided to make a call out video exposing Mr. Doug, and I was just a fucking asshole in the video, just insulting him and even mentioning what he did on Twitter. 2 hours go by of the video being uploaded, and there was no hate on it, just positive comments. But then I started getting a few hate comments from his friends or fans just mass reporting my video to where I had to delete the video before I got a strike on it. And I was just like, not my problem. So I just decided to let it go. And I know this person might not remember me because it's been like so many years, so why worry about it? But that wasn't the only time I went after someone for being a scumbag. So this other part started a long time ago, and it was right after the whole Mr. Doug thing. I think it was right after that. I was part of another community, which I was filming it a lot on my channel, and that was the time I would upload almost every day and I would gain new subs. Now, I was on Instagram looking at posts, and I happened to see this one post from another friend who does YouTube, and I will call that guy Danny. And I see in the post about this one Growl Online YouTuber, and for the sake of this video, I will call that guy George. And what George was doing on YouTube was he was making videos about the developers of Growl Online, Corleone, and Avalonia, that they were doing some illegal activity and such, and he was getting a lot of subscribers from all his videos he posted. And your boy Zendir, I didn't really pay no attention to this, and I just ignored the guy because I didn't really care what he was saying. I know it was false info. But I don't know why I did this after like a few weeks of this guy keep going. But I suddenly joined his server just to see what this guy said. And for the past months, I ended up falling for his lies, and then I ended up making a video of why I left. But then I changed my mind after realizing everything and did a 180 on George, because he decided to post in his server these fucking lies about Danny, which not only pissed me off so much, but really angered me to the point where I really just despised George. And I decided that it was time for everyone to know how much of a fraud this guy was. So I make a long hour video going over a lot of details about George, and even revealed that he would also spread lies about me and Danny. And after about like hours of the video going up, I get this random message from someone on Discord who was in George's server, and he told me that George was about to copyright strike the video. And this made me want to take the fucking video down even though I didn't want to, because I didn't really want to strike on my channel or to have my channel deleted if he decided to mass report every video I ever made. But then I later learned that my video may have ruined his reputation because a lot of people have turned on him, and when I go and look him up on YouTube, there's a few videos about him being a fraud and all that. So I guess you can say he fucked up and I kinda won? I don't know what George does nowadays. Hopefully he's moved on to something better in his life that is legal and not screwing people over. So yeah, you can say I've made a lot of enemies over the years while I was on YouTube. Most of them are not around anymore, but some still remain to this day. Now I know what someone is going to say is, Zendir, maybe if you didn't make commentary videos about people or specifically left things alone, then maybe you wouldn't have all these problems. Okay, first off, my channel does cause me problems sometimes, but not all the time. Nothing I say in my videos or anything I do has anything to do with me. It's how people choose to react to certain situations that will cause a conflict. This is something I can't really prevent or I can't really control, and it's basically become a normal thing for me. When stuff happens out of nowhere or I know someone is after me, I don't really care about it. I don't really worry about it. It's not something I have to worry about because it's not important, and I'd rather just go about my day as usual and not care what someone does. Mostly that's what they want, is for me to get all paranoid and worried if someone is watching me just to say something or try to get me killed. And I'm so focused on people wanting to fuck with me that it's gonna cause problems and ruin my friendships because I would end up thinking my friends are against me. And I had that thought before, but not anymore. Now, the one thing I do want to know, every time I make a story time or a video about someone and they get pissed at me, why the fuck do they always go after my friend Chris? It's like he's become the punching bag for some of the people who do not like me, and they just mysteriously find out about Chris and go and harass him, and I know he gets annoyed with that. I think it's because of the comments he would make on my videos where he insults the people I deal with, and they see his comments and go after him instead of me. I don't know if that's the reason, but we'll never know. Now, before I end this video off, I will say that there are times I don't make follow-up videos to certain story times I made, like this one Sonic YouTuber I talked about and this other YouTuber from 2 months ago, where their friends saw the videos and commented saying, "You're a terrible person, I'm telling on you." Or one of them says I'm a scrawny ass, and then they share my video on their community tab thinking people are gonna report it, but they just probably screwed themselves over. And then they just give up after that. So yeah, I guess you can say a lot of people that are either YouTubers or don't make YouTube videos really hate my ass and just want me gone. So that's it for this video, and the moral of this video is don't do what these other people did. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, leave a like and subscribe. Leave your stories and feedback in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.